for you, kind of close to home, in a sense. So I'm sure you had a lot of family, friends watching you, and you did another solid week for you. So what was that like? Not only, especially the tournament, going, undefeated, but having everybody there and kind of getting to go back at home.
It's really nice to go home and have all my family there. Then after the games, I get to go home, and it's good to see family and have home time since we're so far away and you travel so much, and it's not easy for everyone to come to all my games. So when it's close to home, all my family comes and supports.
What was it like, after you guys lose to San Diego, but you guys made sure that there wasn't going to be a losing streak, got back a win into the tournament, and keep on winning another winning streak? Just talk about you guys being able to rebound after a loss.
After a loss like that, you just have to come back and refocus. Sometimes people lose. Losing's going to happen, and teams are out to get humbled. They want to beat us. And so after we lose, we just have to, our coaches pull us together and we just go get the next team. We can't worry about what happened in the past, and we'll deal with them when we have to face them again.
Talk about big series this week at home, which is where you guys have played 4 games, but you're going to play 8 games as long as Mother Nature cooperates.
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday, and Monday, Tuesday, Sonoma. What do you guys have to do to kind of focus on the opponent this week and before Sonoma?
Stanislaus is a good team. We have to make sure we don't let them sneak a game in or 2 games in. We have to take them game by game, and then when Sonoma comes, we have to take them game by game. We can't take anybody in our conference easy. Everybody in our conference competes and wins.
When you're having a season like this, do you sometimes just want to pinch just to make sure, hey, no, this isn't just everything's just going your guys' way this year?
Yeah, you have to make sure you stay focused and don't let people from the outside put in their 2 cents or let other teams talk to you or anything. You just have to keep playing that way Humboldt plays. If we play down to an opponent, we'll lose. If we don't stay focused and take every game by game, we won't have a successful season. And we have a successful season because we do. We pay attention to each team. We prepare every week. We really focus during the week on what is ahead of us and what's coming up next.
How important is the center fielder? Obviously, center field, you're the general out there. I mean, you're kind of directing traffic. You got a pretty big territory if it's going to the right center, left center. Talk about the importance of being a center fielder. I mean, it's not just running and catching a ball.
I have new girls on both sides of me, so I have to make sure that I talk to them and let them know what's going on. I feel they lean on me a lot to know if a slapper's up, where to play, or if I know girls in the league already where they hit, and so I have to talk to them a lot to let them know what is going on and who's at the plate and what they need to do. And also the fence is a really key thing that we have to pay attention to. They talk to me and let me know if I have room for a ball, and I have to let them know as well, otherwise they'll hit the fence and then it's not good.
I know when I'm out in center field, there's other places when you guys go on the road, other fans that can be, I guess sometimes they don't keep the conversation PG-13 and that sort of thing. How do you? Is it tough not to let the crowd kind of get to you? I'm sure they're not just saying, "Hey, it's Hanna Holland, and we're happy you're here." But there's some, there's people that behave themselves, some people that want to kind of get to not only both players, but what is that like?
You just really have to ignore them and let the game speak for itself. Usually people, once we're winning or once we get ahead, and we ignore them, they tend to just be quiet. If you interact with them and let them know that you're listening, then they really start to talk and bug you. But if you don't, they usually quiet down out there.
You have just the weekend with 8 multi-hit games, stolen bases. What is your confidence right now?
It's really hard not to let the pressure get to me. I have to stay focused and make sure that I don't let any of those stats get in my head. Otherwise, it could go downhill.
You've been on base, I think, every game this season, and you've only walked twice. Just talk about, you've walked more than twice, haven't you?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I don't know where I'm getting the stats. Anyway, why is it important for you to be at the top of the lineup and just setting the table?
I feel like I'm just a spark plug. Once I get on base, I let my girls hit me in. As long as I'm on base, they do their jobs behind me. The lineup. My job is just to get on. Their job is to bring me around.
When you're on base, I mean, you're not there just to stay at first. I mean, you're ready to steal a base and kind of talk about the strategy. And I mean, it has to be fun every time you steal a base. But talk about what that's like once you get at first base. I'm sure you don't want to just stay there, for the game.
Teams know, obviously, that I'm going to steal. That's what I've been doing since last year. So Coach and I have to really be picky on what pitch we want to steal on. A lot of teams know I go on the first or second. So it's a guessing game on which one I'm going to go. And hopefully we guess right, and because a lot of teams will try to pitch out and to get me to go. But my assistant coach, Reed, she really watches. And if they're pitching out, she'll tell me no. And then we'll go from the next pitch from there on out.
How does your base running ability change the game for yourself, for you, just with your ability?
My job is to get around the bases, and if I can get from first to third without any hits, that's awesome for my teammates. Then they can hit me in from there.
We kind of talked about it a couple weeks ago. Just a great freshman season within the playoffs. It's kind of difficult for you. Just kind of things ended. And how did I guess the question I have, what am I trying to, taking that hard, why did you take that hard? I mean, it's your first year, Humble Stage is the year that you had. Why did you take that hard?
I had a good start to my freshman year. Towards the end of the year, I did not finish how I wanted to finish. So this fall, I really worked hard, and even in the fall, I struggled to hit the ball. And so I really started to hit when I face new pitchers, because we see the same pitchers every day. They know what pitches I struggle with. They know what I don't hit. They know what I'm looking for. So I guess it's to both of our advantages. They throw the pitches that I don't hit, so then when I do see it in a live game, then I'm ready for it.
Are you ever looking at the stats after like a weekend, kind of look at that weekend and then, for the whole season? And if you are just, looking at for batting average, on base percentage, steals, what is your reaction just when you see your name at the top?
I try not to look at that stuff because I don't want it to affect the way I play, but some people call me or text me and tell me good job, or you're having a good weekend or a good season, and I just really try to stay off of that because I don't want that to get to me, and I don't want the pressure to be on.
Last question for me, why do you think everything's clicking right now for you guys?
I think everything's clicking as a whole. Our pitching is great, hitting's coming around, our defense is excellent. We're just really playing how we're supposed to play. We practice hard in the fall. We do a lot of work to get prepared for the season, so when it's game time, we're ready. We want to win, we want to play, we want to be here.
All right, that's all I got.
So as you said, you and Tiffany have just been back and forth now for the last month or so, player of the weeks. I was just wondering, is there any pushing between the two of you, or to drive to push harder or drive to see who can be better that week or so? Or
No, Tiffany and I are really good friends. We've known each other for a long time. We played on the same travel ball team, so we know what each other does. I get on base for her to hit me in, and she's patient enough at the plate. She knows that when I get on first that I'm going to steal bases for her to hit me in. So we really know each other. I can look at her and let her know. She'll know that I'm going. If I'm on second, I can give her a look, and she knows that I'm stealing. We have a really good relationship between me on the base and her at bat. So we do push each other in that sense, but no, we play for each other.
And one last question: what would you say, personally, just your favorite thing about the sport, or favorite thing about playing is?
I would say stealing bases. That's my favorite thing. I love to be on base.
That's all I got.
Cool. Thank you, Hanna.
Thank you.